topic is protecting the oak trees in Lake McBride. So first off, I just want to say who is going to benefit from this, and animals in Lake McBride, and we are going to benefit from it because the trees provide oxygen for us, and so if there's a continuous decline in trees, then our oxygen levels, there won't be as much CO2 being absorbed. And then animals like the deer mice, deers, wood ducks, and bobcats need these trees for protection, food, and shelters, and of course we don't want them to not have a home. So our problem, we are lacking oak trees in the Lake McBride State Park. Right now, the number is about 45% of oak trees, but that number is declining, and as we said, they are crucial for the environment and for the ecosystem. So our solution is we're gonna have a land surveyor go through and survey Lake McBride to see where the main areas where we are going to need to replace the oak trees with. So there's this disease called the oak wilt, and we're going to cut those trees that are infected and replace them so that there's new, healthy, and growing trees. And then we're also going to do yearly maintenance in Lake McBride that includes controlled prescribed burning, which helps with control the understory in the area, and that will help give more room for the oak trees to grow. And there's this thing called a girdle herbicide, which helps stop the spread, not limit, but because oak wilt can spread through wind and storms and stuff, so you can never 100% stop it. But if there's an infected tree, then we will spray the girdle herbicide around the surrounding trees to help stop the oak wilt spread through the root system. So our customer relationship and channels. We are going to have a public meeting about our project, and we are going to continue to send out Google Forms. That's how we got all of our interviews so far. We've reached out to students, teachers, adults, and Iowa foresters. And then we're going to place flyers at the trailheads, entrances of Lake McBride, and the public meetings. This is our prototype. It's a flyer, and it states what our problem, our solution, and our cost is. And this is our main area where oak wilt is. That is the main condensed area of it. And so that is what we will be handing out at our public meeting. So customer feedback. We've gotten 40 responses, and 52.5% of them were from adults. 92.3% of people agreed that this was a problem, and 55% said that planting trees would help. 2 people suggested a yearly burn, and 87% agreed with our solution. So customer segments, we are going to continue to reach out to visitors of Lake McBride, different park preservers, park workers, and park rangers, and then adults because they can do the most for this problem. So key partners, we've reached out to Mark Vitosh many times, and he's helped us a lot because he was a district forester, or is a district forester, and he works on a stewardship plan in Lake McBride, and so he knows a lot about tree diversity. And he has helped provide data, and he has firsthand experience about this problem. And then we've also reached out to Vaughn Feely, who's a forest health program leader, and he works for the DNR, and he focuses mainly on the health of the trees, which is important for oak wilt and different maintenance ideas. And so he provided information. So our next steps is we need someone to survey the land so that we get exact data about how many trees and that we will need to replace, and the exact decrease in trees. And then this goes with this, and we just need more data about the exact numbers. And then to put this into place, we talked to Mark Vitosh, and he was saying that if we wanted to put this into place, that we would have to approach the public and have a meeting explaining what we want to do, how much it will cost, and when we want to do it. And so that's when that flyer comes in place. This data would include, And then key resources, we will need lots of labor. We'll need land surveyor, a fire burning crew, and the girdle herbicide. Most of these, fire burning crew, those will have to be professionals because that's something that you have to be really careful with because you're burning wood and that can spread easily. cost structure. So if we were to, Lake McBride has about 1,000 acres of forest, and the fire burning cost in Iowa is $500 for the first 10 acres and then $50 for the rest of the acres. And so if we were to do a fire burn for the whole forest, and that would be $50,000, but we are obviously not, because we don't need to burn the whole forest. So the fire burning will cost less than that. And in those two highlighted areas, which is where the main oak wilt spread is, there's up to 39,400 trees, and we will not need to replace all those trees. And the Gergelherder side costs about a little over $2 per tree, and because oak trees are pretty big trees, it will cost about $1,000 to take down a tree. And then oak seeds, anywhere from 50 cents to $1.50. So if we replace 5,000 trees, this project will cost over $5 million, which is a lot. But this project, this is something that will take like many years to complete, and it's not just like a one-time thing. So it's not like we're spending all this money right away, because the maintenance is something like the fire burning, that's something that is yearly, and so that would be a continuous cost of not $5 million, but like if we completed the whole project, that would be what it would cost. So our cost revenue, we are going to pitch this to the public, to the state, and hope to get donations from them. And for any of the trees that we cut down and that are like in any sort of condition that is usable, we will sell them to different organizations or like companies and local like wood artists to use, because they can be used, because oak trees are very strong trees, and so that's how we will make some of our profit.